Hey everyone. I'm like stressing out like crazy because I said it, I was gonna commit. It's like, look, I can try to work in these like 2-hour segments during a work day, you know, take a long lunch. So there's a hair up here. Take a long lunch, just stream for like 2 hours, get back to work. And I thought that'd be easy breezy. Like, you know, what's the problem with that? I love to play some Talishar in the middle of a work day. That sounds sick. But you know what comes up are these like big deadlines and, you know, like a lot of coordination, projects due on Friday that require like a lot of back and forth emailing and like live work with colleagues. Yeah, so trying to take like 2 hours off in the middle of the day is pretty tough. But I said I was going to do it, so whatever. We're here. Oh my god, I'm going to get fired. This is going to be awful. But today is an important day. Actually, this whole week is kind of important because I do have to put some effort into practicing these non-Leviah heroes for that ProQuest series that I have to film for LSS this weekend. So to do that, I can't look like a fool, right? I can't just like play these other heroes and just get absolutely stomped. To be fair, I probably will get stomped because I'm playing against some of the greats, Yanji, Fino, Dan Rakowski. They are insanely good players, and they're going to be on decks that they know very well. And I'm going to be on Iyslander, Azalea, and Leviah. So at least Iyslander's like pretty good in that lineup. Azalea and Leviah, not so much. But we got to give it our all. I can't look like a fool, you know. We got to put on a good show. So these days are important. Like I needed to put the testing in anyway. So today is Iyslander. Today's Iyslander. So let's see. This is the list we got today. Oops. This is the list we got today. Now, it's basically Michael Hamilton's Iyslander, but we've taken out the heart, mostly because I don't want to show off using a Fabled for the LSS channel. You know, you can definitely add the Fabled. It's a value add to the deck. You know, it's a free life that you'll probably gain, like, in the right matchup multiple times, like 2 or 3 times. In the average matchup, probably just once. But we did drop that just because I don't want to just throw up an Iyslander list that for the most part is like pretty cheap, other than the heart. So this is it. Nothing too special. Like Iyslander's just kind of a solved commodity at this point. She's such high value when you play it in this fashion with the Wounded Bulls and the Scar for Scars and the Findle's Fighting Spirit and all that. But it's a deck I haven't like played a ton. So I am interested to see how I do off the cuff with an Iyslander deck. What's up, Zakar, James, all caps, Nick, Zakar again. You just played against an Iyslander for the first time yesterday. First time playing Raiden Bolton. Got her down to 3 life with sub-optimal equipment. That is pretty impressive considering that Raiden Bolton... so you were playing Raiden Bolton, I assume. Let me read that again. Yeah, so you were playing the Raiden Bolton. Wow, that's impressive. That matchup, just to begin with, is like pretty one-sided and not that fun to navigate because one Frostbite tends to mess up everything you want to do with that deck. But let's see. The other thing is that I'm playing Iyslander against, I believe it's Dash. Please play Dash or aggro. So I'm not too interested in getting practice against like a more, I guess, control-heavy deck where you go the Frost X plan. Not that interested. I'm sure it's still fine practice just for getting a feel for the deck and playing a longer game. But the matchup I'll be playing... Oh god, it's a private lobby. I do this every time. But the matchup I'll be playing is against Dash, so play Dash or aggro, please. On ice. Maybe people don't want to play those decks into Iyslander, but whatever. We gotta try. I bet you would love a Shadow Wizard in the future. Look, I'm really not that tied to Shadow. Like, I hated Chain. Chain was some bogus. But I just really like Leviah. I like the unsung heroes of this game. Briar, okay. Yep. Okay, I'm fine with this, I think. So let's see. Into Briar, it's definitely Tunic. I imagine this is probably one of the matchups where Iron Rot is important. Just for more your Stefano Ark's friend. Oh, sweet. Oh, sweet. Love Pietro. Let's see. Is this one of those matchups where Iron Rot Gauntlet is more important than Ironhide? Because you tend to block, you know, like at 4, at 7, so Iron Rot's probably more important. I think we'll still try Ironhide. It's like the more staple choice. As far as what we side out, this is another question. I don't really know how to sideboard with Iyslander. These are all learning opportunities for me. I don't think the epots are necessarily that important. Maybe I should take a Null Rune piece. Maybe, what is this, Arcane Barrier 2? That's not great. What do you sideboard out in these situations? I definitely want to get to 60. Sorry. Sideboarding. But I didn't build this deck, so I don't know what is important with ratios. You probably definitely want to keep the Aether Ice Veins. That's big disruption. Rain Freeze also should be pretty good against Briar, right? Frost Hex won't do anything special, but it's a Ice 3 block at the end of the day. Hypothermias should be quite good. Blizzards will be good. I mean, all this kind of Flex Room stuff seems pretty good. Take out Frost Hex? Really? I don't know, you guys can let me know. I don't, yeah, I'm just not quite sure. Ice Bolt doesn't seem good enough. Maybe that's just totally off base. Brothers in Arms. Maybe that one's also... I mean, that combos well with the Ice Bolts, right? Oh my goodness, my brain's exploding. I don't know what to take out. We're gonna just take those out, just because I'm not taking Null Rune. That's at 62. Let's drop, like... Let's drop... I don't know. I don't know what else to lose. We can just shave something off, right? What if we shave off... like frostings? Like, I'm not quite sure why we have frostings in. They seem pretty weak. So maybe we do that. Alright, screw it. Let's try it. I'm gonna get coached once I'm around all the big players anyway. They'll let me know what's wrong and what's right. I don't play this hero. Take out the Ice Eternals, Jack? That makes sense, actually. That, I mean, it's just a block 3 at the end of the day, but then I might as well have kept in an Ice block 3 instead of Ice Eternal. Makes sense. Although this is just a cheap way to fuse under Insidious, right? That's something that comes up. Okay. Well, Channel's not playable on this hand, so that's probably the Arsenal card. So what we can do is, I guess, Brain Freeze, Fuse, Scar for Scar, Trigger Moon, Arsenal Channel. That seems pretty good. Alright, let's do it. Brain Freeze is such a jokester of a card. So funny. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Why not? Oh, that was my action, though. Oh, shoot. Okay, oops, sorry. Sorry. Oh, wait, I can't really undo that now. That's my bad. I thought that had go again. Alright, so it should have always been Scar first. Oh, I'm terrible. I'm terrible. I missed 4 damage. That's okay. Honestly, whatever. I can't ask to undo that, because if I threw Scar for Scar first, if I undid that and then threw Scar for Scar, maybe they just block with the swarming, and then the Brain Freeze does nothing. So we'll take it. It was a misplay. Because I don't read. Alright, we're missing Ice again. Alright, I see. Having Ice Eternals was probably not the right call then. I wish these were Ice cards. Sure. Well, that's gonna stick. Is there ever a situation where I just play it out anyway, even though it doesn't stick? I don't think I want to do that. Might be too fast for maybe Brothers in Arms. Yeah, I'm reconsidering all these things now. Wow, that's quite the pitch. Their hand sucked. What are they gonna hit? What are they gonna hit? Let's see. Arcanic, Minnow, Tome. Wait, how many did they actually draw? 3? Erase Face, Arcanic Crackle. No, they only drew 2. Okay, it's fine. As you can tell, I'm trying to rush this because I also don't have that much time. I do have to get back to work, but I do want to pop in for these like 2-hour streams, probably 3 times a week. Probably 3 times a week. We'll just block here. Actually, that doesn't really have a hit effect, does it? So I could wait. I know that they're about to throw an erase face. Even so, I don't care about keeping my talents, because my turn is just going to be Scar for Scar E-Strike. But either way, I should hold it, just in case. I can't believe how bad that turn 0 was. My turn 1. I could have thrown Scar, and then maybe this hand I drew an ice. So bad. So bad. At least this turn wasn't that much pressure out of him. I mean, yeah, it was good, but... They did spend... They sent a lot of blues to the bottom. That's useful. Okay, we just Scar for Scar. They block with Iron Weave. Yes, indeed. Buff power. 3 card 11, not great. But we still throw it because of my mistake. Turn 1. I don't know if Iyslander is that interesting for people anymore. I mean, the deck is like... The deck's obviously really good, so watching someone not pilot it very well is just probably not that exciting, because the deck's obviously good, there's nothing to prove. Right? It's just me playing catch-up. But we'll get there. I do need to put the reps in anyway, as I said. Okay. Well, this is unfortunate. That is unfortunate. So we don't have the Tunic up yet to make this the easy channel lake into Tunic Waiting Moon Ping. We can't do that. I think we probably just play out the channel and then also play out like a Wounded Bull or something to keep channel on our turn, and then toss the Aether Ice Vein in Arsenal. But then that means we just don't block at all with this hand, so maybe we stay flexible and play this. We'll see. But with 1 floating, we might as well Iron Rod, I guess, which does incentivize us to block with 1 thing, because just blocking 2 is relevant. Oh wait, oops. Oh. Wait, why didn't I respond with channel? I don't know what's happening. Oh my god. Wait, sorry. Sorry. Can we unwind? Meant to respond. I'm distracted. Okay, good. He's fine. This turn. Alright, go for the fuse. Go for the fuse. There we go. I was too busy talking through everything. There we go. Oh my god. Trash. Trash. So you can respond to embodiment. Yeah, let's see. Which one is that? Always hold priority? I think that might be it. So we could also scale down in theory to just Cornet Peak off the 1-card hand with Frostex. Arsenal Wounded Bull could also be an option, depending on what gets thrown at us. That Arcane Barrier 1, we can't really do anything with that unless we Ironhide. That's not a hit effect, so I think we just eat it. If all they do is follow up with Rosetta, then, you know, we do eat damage, but our turn is saved. Our aggressive turn. Oh, wow. The shift in confidence from playing a deck I actually know what I'm doing to a deck where I don't is in... This is immense. Man, I love playing Levia. This is like torture almost. Alright, so yeah, I guess we do throw that in. We have the 1 floating. And then we'll just throw in the Wounded Bull. So we'll miss a turn of Arsenal, but the channel will stick. So let's do this. Okay. Boom. Coming in for 8. We will leave the channel and play. Ah, feel pretty behind though, overall. Not gonna lie. It really all came from that scar for scar. So bad. Oh, Ethan playing good decks for 2 streams in a row? Yeah, Levi, I'm just embodying you, aren't I? I'm just playing everything you play. What's next? What have you started these days? Like Combo Bolton? I got you. But Levi, don't look too hard. I know I sideboarded everything incorrectly. I definitely did. Alright, they play a channel mount and pass. Okay, so unfortunately our hand... Well, not unfortunately. We can play out the Insidious. We can... But that doesn't have go again. So is there a way for us to actually... Oh, we can pitch to Waning Moon. Yeah, so we can stick channel again. We go Insidious, Waning Moon, Arsenal. That seems good. I think we'll take this. In terms of what we want to Arsenal, we're forced with Brain Freeze, but I think that's fine. Is that what's more relevant? Seems like it. I mean, otherwise we play out Amulet, play out Insidious, but then we lose channel. I don't think that's better. I don't think that's better. Just keep it this way. Because we want to stick the channel into the channel mount, right? And then even throwing the Brain Freeze and Arsenal should just basically make this not do anything. But the game's still so early. It's not like we've grinded out a lot of resources from him yet. Little bit of Arachne and Phi. I don't think I'll return to Phi. I just want to see that hero gone already. It's just so uninteresting. But Arachne, yeah. I can't wait for Arachne and Outsiders. I'm down. I am down. So the Brain Freeze can trigger Insidious here as well. Pretty nice. So we know they have the Swarming. So we can go ahead Brain Freeze right now. Right, because when do we get priority again? We can let them search for the Minnowism. Maybe sapping the Minnowism is a bit more important. It also puts it back on top. No, I think sapping the attack is better, right? Because if they have resources, sure, but like, what are you doing with it? So let's go ahead and do this. We want to do it before they search Minnowism, so the Insidious also screws them. I think I want to keep for Arsenal. Probably Hypothermia is like the next big payoff card. On my turn, perhaps I just do this. Sure. Sure. Dang, fast stream. I gotta be. I'm in the middle of work. The deal is I can take like an extra hour off for lunch, right? That's allowed. I just need to make it up later. So I gotta pump these out, you know? Gotta be quick. Oh, look at that. The Insidious triggers that way. Okay, so I should have let them search with Minnowism first. Ah, that's true. Alright, misplays. Look at how that works. Yep. So I should have let the Minnowism resolve just to make sure that the Brain Freeze actually tops a card. That makes sense. That makes sense. So I guess it's one more damage for me to keep these to play on my turn compared to... No, okay, so I can pitch this for Waning Moon right now. I could use Tunic for Aether Hail on my turn, if that's relevant at all. And then Arsenal Hypothermia. I don't quite know if that's good enough. But I have to deal damage at some point. So we'll go ahead and sink. Cold Snap seems like the weakest card here. And we sink into another cold snap, which is fine in the end. They play a tome. Interesting. Yep, so this is why the Brain Freeze should have just come later in the turn. They don't get to make this play if I play it right. Other option now becomes, do I Waning Moon now to make sure they can only pay 1 into it? Is that right? Is that right? Let's let him have it. Let's let him have it. They reveal Belittle and Channel Mount. Okay, so neither of those cards are super relevant. I mean, next turn that'll be a big deal because they'll just lead right into playing Channel Mount again. Them hitting a yellow is relatively the same because they're going to swing Rosetta here. It's going to cost them 2. They'll still have the 1 floating. I miss having Arcane Barrier 1. Like, maybe these should have been Metacarpus in this matchup. Maybe. Like, AB1 would have come up now to prevent, like, 2 life pretty effectively. Oh, wait, sorry. Let's undo this. Oh, shoot. Well, actually, it's the same. I can pay into the... I can do that with the Cold Snap. Still Tunic for Waning Moon, so it's actually the same. Yeah, what am I thinking here? We just do... this. I can block here. And then I can still Waning Moon. At the very end with Tunic Resource. That makes some sense. Something like that. Something like that is, like, vaguely correct, I think. Man, what a mess. Hypothermia in Arsenal is at least really strong, right? Like, that should be a pretty good blowout card. Oh, actually... Oh, that was so wrong. I shouldn't have blocked with the Cold Snap. The Cold Snap was worth using for Coronet, because I know that's a channel mount. Ah... Whatever. They should still stop their turn pretty well. I guess I don't need to layer it, right? So do I want to Hypothermia now? Probably after they commit on channel mount. I don't want to give them that information. Okay, if somehow we can just stop their entire turn with Hypothermia, which is likely, to be fair, it is likely, then we probably just eat their first attack and then throw in a pretty large return on our end. Alright, they paid 2 into it, so they're short on attacks. Maybe they just whiff here. Let's see. Belittle. Runic Reclamation. Autumn's Touch. Snatch. Alright, so they only get to draw 1. That's not bad. They only get to draw 1. They chose Runic Reclamation. Does that hit this? This is an aura, right? Yeah, it is. Okay, so we save the Hypothermia then. That still threatens the Insidious, though. Not fun, dude. Not fun. Oh, wait. You know what we should have done? Wait, sorry. Can we rewind again? This is so sad. After seeing the let me think on something. Ah, never mind. No. It's actually not right. Because when I would have the chance to respond with Hypothermia, it'd be before they choose with Sonata. So I can't actually play around that, right? Like, I can't play around them being able to pay for Runic, because they just don't pick Runic. So that's fine. We'll just let this go. Man. So we'll still save hypothermia then. Yeah. Okay. That's fine, that's fine. Do we just play Channel Lake, like, on our turn? We'd lose Coronet if we want to go Aether, Polar Blast, Coronet to save the Insidious Chill. But then that keeps the Channel and the Amulet, so we either go Amulet... Oh, we wouldn't have Coronet, so it has to be... Yeah, we'd be forced to play out Channel. So maybe we just let it go? If we let this go, then our turn is... this... this Fuse Moon, and we can just block with Channel. Then we're losing Insidious. I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it. We're going to... I think I do want to throw the Aether Ice Vein at them. I'll let the Insidious go. I'll let it go. We'll just do this. We'll just do this. Because at the end of the day, like, that turn really wasn't that good out of them, so we'll just let it be. Like, I'm not going to sack too much just to protect ourselves from a turn that already really wasn't that big a deal. I think that's right. We'll just throw damage. We can throw 7 with the fuse there. Hi, pretty happy to catch you live, says Ashikaze. Hello, good to see you as well. All the way out in Poland. All the way out in Poland. Okay, then we do this. It's just 2, so they obviously have enough to pitch into it. But we don't want to keep the non-block in hand, so that's fine. We're just stalling their big turn again. Okay, this is good to find, I think. I think. So maybe we just play at the... if we play this out right now... That can't be right. That can't be right. We'll wait. Runic Reclamation again. Okay, so we actually should have played it out right then. Now, we don't have an aura for them to destroy, though, to be fair. So... we'll just block 6 and throw back the Findle's Fighting Spirit. This should be fine. Yep, this is all good, I think. Just keep up the value trades. Save hypothermia. We know that's CMH, so let's just blow up that turn. We'll have our Tunic, hopefully, for some really cheap Waning Moon options. We've still got good block on Coronet Peak. We've got our Storm Striders, and we're starting to equalize life. So I think this is all right. I think. Okay, we've got a Blizzard. So this hand actually still threatens Aether Ice Vein because they only have... well, they've got Shock Charmers, actually, so they're likely to just... yeah, like pitch in 1 and Shock Charmers, but that's still kind of inefficient for them. But we'll try to play around keeping that hand, I guess. Okay, so they play at the CMH now. Is this a worthwhile response window? I almost think it is, because it will also tax them the 1. If I play this on top of resolving a go again, then they're not taxed on that turn. So I think I am going to play it out now. We'll just see what happens there. I've held the hypothermia for so long that the one frostbite's kind of haunting me, because it actually would have stopped 2 turns of the runic. So we'll throw it now, just in the hopes that it does just do twofold. It taxes them and also stops their aggressiveness. We'll see. We shall see. Maybe at this point, because of where life is, I don't even care about the Aether Ice Vein and just try to throw a 2-card hand for 4 damage. That could be decent. Alright, so that actually has built-in go again. So I can just stop it right now with Blizzard. And then their Minnowism gets wasted because they can't really arsenal it. So I don't hate that, right? I can go Blizzard and Waning Moon just to make sure that this damage lands. Yeah, because letting them get, like, Blizzard right here blocks 4 damage, because otherwise they search that and they'll go ahead and get the, whatchamacallit, the blue for then Rosetta Thorn. So, sure. Sure. Let's go ahead, Blizzard. And then, do we want to tap for Waning Moon? Is that worth it? If we do, it'd be losing this. I feel like this isn't that strong in Arsenal, because they do have the Shock Charmers, so they'll be ready to pay into 1 on their own turn with Shock Charmers. So maybe it's this just for more damage, but then that's no disruption other than a Frostbite. Going into their next big turn. But we know that they won't have an Arsenal because it'll just be the Minnowism. Oh, no card reveal? Oh wait, is there no card reveal? Oh, there isn't. Okay, sorry. No reveal. Sorry. Yeah, you're right. No card reveal. I'm bad. I'm so bad. Alright, so then the Waning Moon just becomes, yeah, Blizzard damage. Or Blizzard becomes Waning Moon damage. I'm so bad. Now, what could happen is still they crack Aether, right? That could still happen. So I guess we do want a Waning Moon now so they don't have the 1 floating. So that's what we should do. I get it. I get it. No, multitasking like 5 different things because I've got work on my brain because I need to get back to that like right after this. Yeah, so this is going to be Aether. So maybe on our turn we just keep the Insidious to Coronet. Just to mess up their channel mount. We keep Aether here. Just for 1 card, 5 damage, so we can block with Aether Ice Vein. I think that makes sense. We just block like this. Insidious and Arsenal shouldn't do anything. We're not dead. Yep. So we knew that was coming. So to be fair, like Blizzard still would have stopped some damage. Oh shoot, wait, should I have used Tunic? Hold up. I think I should have used Tunic. Just to save 2 life. Ugh, Tunic. Nah, it's fine. We'll let it go. We'll let it go. It should have been Tunic just to save 2 life, though. I do think so. It's not the worst. We're really not in the worst position. Because the Aether Hail there might be enough damage to just let us kill them with Stormstriders. We'll see. What's up, you sexy beast? bed today. I slept in way too late. Don't tell my boss. I like totally slept in. Whew. Okay. Okay, we have Emeritus Scolding. So, with Tunic up, I think we're still short resources for all of it, right? Because these are reds. Because this pays here. So maybe we just cycle this into Arsenal. Maybe we just try to survive. Just put this in Arsenal. No, but then we don't have a blue to do our Aether Hail Waning Moon right now. But maybe we don't have to have the blue for that. Because we can just do Aether plus the Tunic for the Aether Hail play right now. That's pretty scary. I mean, that's only 5 damage, so they can just say no blocks. They could just say no blocks, go to 1, in theory. We could also let that happen, see what they do, and then perhaps we can respond with Tunic Stormstriders into Aether Icebane, pitching double red. That's another 4. Is that enough to kill them? Is that enough to kill them? That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They'd have 8 potential block, though. I think I'm still gonna try this, maybe? Thank you, someone joined the league. I think I'm still going to try this. Just see what happens. Just see what happens. Because they do have to respect this, right? These floating don't need to go anywhere, so we can just go ahead and commit the moon. Let's see it. So if they have all reds, do we win? Because this is 5 damage. They have to pitch something for a frostbite, so they just have 1 left in hand. And then they can block 3 total. And our turn was 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if they have all reds, we do win. Interesting. Interesting. Either way, though, if our turn just becomes, like, throw a Scar, maybe even to 1 more Scar, which I doubt, but if we can go Scar into Scar, that's also huge pressure. Should be, at least. Man, I've played this game so absolutely terrible. I'm enjoying this, though. A lot of learning moments. A lot of learning moments. It's really not even so much that, like, I'm not seeing the right line, I'm just seeing it, like, a little too late. Because you do have to know right in the priority window and just commit. And just do it. You don't want to take forever on every situation. Okay, so they had a yellow. So, we don't win. We don't win if we go, like, full commit. Unless they show us everything here. Unless they play both their cards out. And we can somehow survive that. We win. We'd have to survive their first attack. Then see what they do on the next card. And if it leaves it with no floating, we win. You shouldn't go back. That was your fault. Well, I actually know this opponent, so it doesn't super matter. If he's down for it, there's no harm. Okay, so this is a red. But now, this does put us in a bit of a tough position. Because if all I do is block with Coronet, I guess I could sack Tunic, right? I can just go Coronet, Aether, Tunic. Then this doesn't gain Go again, but then the scars don't work. So I like kind of want to go to 1 somehow. So I could also just throw the Coronet Peak in front. This does hit, but then what does he do with this last card? If it's Rosetta, and he pitches even a yellow for it, then I just lose, kind of, right? If he pitches a yellow for the Rosetta, then there's 1 floating. I can't go Stormstrider's Aether anymore for 4, because I'll have 1 floating plus shock go to 1. If I only block with this, I'm taking 4 down to 1. So then I'd be forced to Aether, pitch into the Arcane, block with Scar, but then I can still return Scar. I think I'm ready to see what happens if I do that. If all he does is move to Arsenal anyway, then I'm actually fine. I'll just Scar for Scar twice. Yeah, because... Wait, hold on a second. Shock Charmers could kill me, right? So if this is a blue, I die to Shock Charmers. If that's a blue, I do die to Shock Charmers. Oh, that's unfortunate. So maybe I throw Tunic in? Well, let's see. If it's a blue, I'll just die. That's fine. I'm willing to take that risk. If it's a yellow, then I win. If they try to make that play. Okay, they didn't try to make that play. Okay. Ooh, this is tight. Oh, this costs 3? Oh no, it costs 3. In my head, this costs 2. Uh-oh. Well, we're in trouble. Oh, it was a blue. Oh, they could have just won then. I guess they didn't know that. That's fine. Alright, I still think we're okay. Whew, this is terrifying. Alright, let's return 4. So this should, if we're lucky, take 2 cards out of them. If we're lucky. If we're lucky. If we're not, then it only takes 1 card from them. Yellow is also Shock Charmers. Yeah, but in my head, if they paid with a yellow, then I was going to win off Stormstriders. But I was actually just wrong anyway. Because this costs 3, not 2. It's okay. Alright, so we are unlucky there. They had the 4 block. Sad. Oh, we have the Emeritus. So that's just enough, right? No, because this can block 2. Well, either way, we're gonna wait. No, it is still enough. No, it's not. No, it's not. They're at 2, not 1. So they can go AB, AB, Spell Void, AB, AB, live at 1. If I commit on Stormstrider's Emeritus. So that has to be a blue. That has to be a blue now. Huh. Interesting position. So I guess I don't have to do it. I want to, but I don't have to. It's up to me to lose, basically. Because if that's a blue, then I lose. If it's not, then I win. But I could also just play it safe and block here, here, Tunic. Throw a Wounded Bull at them. Oh, you're right. Oh, you're right. Yeah, yeah. People in chat are right because they can't. A blue isn't a win because they need to pitch again and again. They could only pitch again once. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm bad. I'm bad at this game, everyone. You're right. You're right. You're right. Yeah, one blue wouldn't do it. It'd have to be 4 resources, which one blue isn't. I was thinking for whatever reason. Yeah. Anyway, we did it. Wait, oops. Sheesh. Oh, goodness gracious. We did it. All right, it was a red anyway. Phew. GG. Oh my goodness. I feel terrible about that game. I played that like ass. We still won though. I appreciate that, opponent. I appreciate that, opponent. Thank you so much. Please play dash or aggro. Whew, that was rough, folks. That was rough. Not a wizard player. I'm not an anything player, I guess. I'm just a Leviathan player. But we gotta get a handle on this deck. We have to. It's going on the LSS official channel in a couple days. Do you have a deck list or is this typical battle mage? It is typical battle mage. Okay, yo, thank you. Alright, this is the matchup that I'm gonna be playing for LSS, so I do need to practice. I do. Now, I'm pretty sure... I need to keep things a little flexible, right? Because I don't know... I mean, if they go item... I should at least keep these in my deck. Like, I'm not going to side out like the eventual OTK stuff, just in case. But if they're aggro, then I need to be able to just really deny their value, hand per hand. Trip them up, play hypothermias, get discards off, and then it's just gonna mill them. So I wonder, I probably take out... Like, either way, these don't really help my game plan. Maybe the healing does on the finals. Yeah, maybe these are fine. E-Strike does block 3. E-Strike blocking 3 is probably worth it then. We'll take out like 1 E-Pot maybe. Play it something like this. Actually, the amulets being non-blocks could also be scary. So maybe we drop one of those. We drop the E-Pots. Go here. What are people saying? Want to play against Leviathan? Not really. It's not going to be relevant for what I'm playing this weekend. But sure. Keeping Scar is good. I don't know. It shouldn't really work with either game plan. Because if they're going aggro, then I don't actually want to race them. That's just not possible. I want to fatigue them out. If they're going control, then these are slightly irrelevant. Sorry, thinking. Sorry. Keep big attacks, drop Polar Blast. Sync goes out. That is just so false. I'm sorry. That doesn't fit any game plan you would have into Dash. You either try to fatigue out the Dash, or you build up OTK if they're going control. Like, just trying to value trade against Dash shouldn't actually work. It shouldn't. Sync goes out. Oh, well, if Fino's saying it. Fino is saying it. I don't know, man. Alright, fine. What are you saying? I'll just listen to chat on this. I'll listen to chat. Keep big attacks, drop Polar Blast. Fine, here we go. Big attacks in. Scars in. Drop Polar Blast. Polar Blast out. Oops. Alright, send it. I think this is good. Locking it in. Let's go. Alright, well, with this kind of sideboard, like, you just play your normal value plan against Dash. I really doubt this will work, but we'll try to play it smart. Just so I don't let chat down. Okay. I almost want to put Blizzard in Arsenal, but that shouldn't be that relevant, should it? I think we just toss out the Scar for Scar. Why not? Get this rolling. Get this party started. Why not? So we already know that they're not on control. So let's just do this. Blizzard is good. Forces 3-hole pitch. Yeah. Oh, they're taking a setup turn. Honestly, this is fine. Why is it letting me play Blizzard? There's no attack. I shouldn't be able to do that. I mean, this is actually like quite a good hand to draw into since they slowed down like that. That's pretty fortunate. Pretty fortunate. This seems pretty straightforward. I've got it. I've got it under control. It's bugged right now in Talishar? Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't think you can just burn a Blizzard just to get it out of Arsenal or hand or something. Because it does say target attack. Yep. It does, it does. They're also an AB1, so I see a lot of leaks. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't expect the dash, especially if they're going aggro, to take more than just that. That seems pretty normal. Okay. Alright, this is non-standard dash, looks like. What on earth is going on? What on God's green earth? The plan is to fatigue, says Fino. That's what I would have thought. Like, you should have enough, like, minor disruption out of Arsenal, and weave in some big ones, like Hypothermia and Channel, plus just having enough 3-blocks that you should be able to fatigue them out. So that would be the normal game plan, but then we put in all the 2-block attack stuff, which seems to counter that idea, but hey, whatever. We could be, like, really mean. Like, we could, right? We could go just, like, play Hypothermia into Ice Eternal, like, Findles, pitch E-Strike, fuse it just for 1 Waning Moon Aether Hail. That seems crazy. That seems like a lot. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Maybe that is just right, though. Well, no, this doesn't have Go Again, right? This doesn't have Go Again, so if I play this out, then that's just my turn. So the best way to use this hand is just E-Strike, Go Again, play out Hypothermia, Waning Moon? Okay, that makes more sense. Let's do that. Yeah, Hypo doesn't have Go Again. Correct. It says Go Again on it, but the card don't got it. So we'll just keep being mean to this poor dash. At this rate, the Wounded Bulls are never going to do anything. Outplaying myself. They've played 1 card. They give us a blue. Interesting. They give us a blue. We toss them a Hypothermia. If they just play another item, be pretty troll. We can't even ping them for Waning Moon damage on their turn because we've got this Blizzard stuck in Arsenal from 2 turns on their end, just playing items. Oh, baby. This is the good stuff. They did it again! They did it again! I'm getting outplayed. This is awful. Awful. What did they search for? A Teklo Pounder. Okay. Alright. Well, a little unfortunate here. A little unfortunate. So, best we could really do is, like, if we want damage, then we could go E-Strike for 5 into Scar for 4, and that's 9 damage. Or we could go E-Strike for 5, and then Tunic plus the rest of these for Coronet Peak, just to make sure we're interrupting this mess of a turn they have. Oh, Teklo Pounder, not Teklo Core. Yeah, I almost want to do that just to get the 2 blocks out of hand, honestly. Scar into Bull. Scar doesn't have Go again. I actually think I do want a Coronet. It feels really awkward because it's double red plus Tunic use. But to hit him for a card here, I hope does enough. It also gets the 2 blocks out of my hand. God, this is awful. You wouldn't Coronet? Well, I know I'm going to be on the defense this next turn. If I can make this turn just end from them by Coronet plus Blizzard, that'd be quite nice. Because otherwise we're looking at a 5-card hand with triple Pounder and Convection. They boosted a BIOS update, okay. Seems pretty irrelevant with all the items they have out anyway. In Arsenal here, Brain Freeze is always like sideways playable, because they could just always lead with the zeros, never quite sure. Maybe they have multiple, so they don't need that per se. If we went for the Aether Ice Vein, then the only Arsenal target is Ice Bolt. Doesn't seem great. Especially without Tunic. Although we could always just block, play out Ice Bolt. Ironhide on that turn. That's a little too far in the future. I think I just preserve life, question mark. And keep 1 card for Coronet. Blizzard would stop them because of the Frostbite. Yeah, that's true. That does just end their turn. Because if they want the Go again, they pay 2, then there's a Frostbite, so they'd have to then, like, pitch this card just to play this, or pitch this for Teklo. So Blizzard guarantees there's only 1 more attack on this turn. I kind of don't want to play out Blizzard right now, though, because their hand already got hurt by the Coronet a little bit. And I'm looking at a turn that has no disruption going into it. So I'd rather hold Blizzard for next turn, I think. Maybe not, maybe not. It's a weird position. Well, we're never blocking with this. This is going to hit, so we might as well throw all our block on this right now for Dominate. So maybe we do this in Blizzard. And that way our turn is Coronet into Brain Freeze. That seems okay. Let's try this. Let's try that. The Blizzard isn't as good now. This is true. They just dump a Teklo core. Okay. Well, now they don't have Arsenal. We can hit them with Cornet again. I mean, if we can get the Teklo Pounders down to just turns that look like that, I'm very, very happy. Okay, so we have a priority window to respond with Brain Freeze. That's pretty juicy. Let's do it. It'll also trigger Insidious before Teklo. So let's do that. We don't want to show him the hypothermia. So let's see it. Yeah, because they played Teklo, Brain Freeze got a lot better. Cool. Outplayed tiny bit. Okay, so they pitched the Meganetic, so I doubt they have a 0, or they would have just done that first. Let's see it. Throttle and Payload. Okay, double reds. So I think I also want to crack Amulet and just kill the turn. So they just throw 1 and the Teklos are gone again. Is that right? Because if I don't crack Amulet, then their turn becomes Teklo triggers, they're at 3, they can play 1 out, they can Teklo, have 2 again, play the next card. So if I Amulet, it does subtract 1 more value here, 1 more attack. No Amulet? If I don't Amulet, I'm giving them 6 damage this turn. Like, this blocks 6 damage. Amulet stopping 6 seems way better. Why wouldn't I do that? Amulet only keeps them off Arsenal? No, it doesn't. They're about to go to 3 resources, right? They can then pay for the Throttle. They'll have 1 floating. They can Teklo. Then they throw the Payload. It stops 6 damage. Only if they use chest. Yeah, which they would. Why wouldn't they? Okay, I guess we'll see. Wait, so I don't Amulet now, right? Would be the call no matter what. I wouldn't Amulet now. I'd wait if they use the chest, basically. Yeah, that's right. That makes more sense. Yep, let them activate chest. Correct. That's the right way to think about it. Wow, I almost like don't really want to block this turn though, because we've got, I mean, this is pretty juicy on our end. Well, I mean, I'll block with Frost Hex, I guess, but we go Aether Ice Vein, Fuse Hypothermia. Remove a steam counter, next attack gains Dominate. That's fine, because we were only gonna block with 1. 3 Teklos, what the heck? Yeah, they've played very slow. Max Velocity. This is fine. Alright, let's see it. Let's see it. Okay. Yeah. So that makes sense. That's why you wait. That's why you wait. I get it. They did boost it, so I don't actually want to like swing in Waning Moon. Not like there was any easy pitch for that anyway. Alright, let's do this. Insidious is now gone. That's fine. They pitched a blue there. They took 4. Let's see the hit effect. They pitched a yellow. Right, because there was the double trigger, there was that effect itself and the Insidious. Okay. Sure. Let's put Hypothermia there. Teklo's gonna trigger again. I guess we'll wait on Hypothermia. One last pounder and I'm safe. Yeah, this is not bad. If I just wait this out, that's kind of all their insane damage. They haven't built up any Hanabis either, because they've gone so slow on the Teklo here. Alright, so I can loop another Hypothermia next turn as well. I can. So, I mean, there's nothing I can do to stop that Dominate anyway. It's a throttle. Alright, so they do boost it. So if I Hypothermia now, they just can't do anything with these two cards. That seems pretty decent. This does have Dominate again, though. But in the end, it's fine, because our turn, we're just going to pitch one into a Waning Moon right now. We're going to Coronet, and then we're going to put Hypothermia in Arsenal. So we can just block with one, and we're fine. The Frost Hex is, I guess, the least relevant one. They can break Accelerator, but then any Arcane just goes through. They have a blue in hand, they can Accelerator for another 2 for 6. Yep, so yeah, so we're not going to commit to Waning Moon right now. Because we might want to block with these two. So let's see what they do. Alright, so we'll go ahead, try to slam him for just 3 damage. With only AB1, yep, all they do is prevent 1. Cornet him again. We should be in a pretty comfortable spot, I guess. I mean, we waited through all 3 Teklos. No Hanabi counters. Goliath already gone. We only saw that one clump of 2 blocks, though, like with all those attacks. So that's actually not terrible for how they're dispersed throughout the rest of the deck, unless we draw them all in one more hand. Okay, so there comes a T-Bone. Did they already boost it? They did. That's part of cost, so we can Hypothermia here. And that just, in theory, forces out the Achilles. In theory. Aether Icevein should prove pretty powerful again, just because they only have the 1 Arcane Barrier, so we don't mind keeping that kind of hand. Just in case that is their entire turn, if they don't break Achilles, we should probably play it that way. If they break Achilles, they're pitching one other thing in there, just for 1 more attack. Because then that one won't have go again. Okay, so they don't do it. Toss 3 at them. Just try to keep up with the discard effects. We're getting there. On our end, that is all 3 Hypothermias down. Two more Blizzards still. No Channel Lake Frigids. Haven't even seen them. That's pretty big. If it gets grindy, to be fair, it probably won't get super grindy. Can see us wrapping this up probably pretty soon. So they pitch a Teklo. No reason to really sack Amulet. Cold Snap should be strong enough to disrupt him next turn. Okay, well, we did clump all the attacks again. That's 2 hands now, of full clumped attacks. Let's get the draw through. The Channel Lake Frigid, that's quite good. Most likely just play at the Fighting Spirit, Arsenal Wounded Bull. Yeah, we don't need the E-Strike. So we'll just block, save a little bit of life. not under huge threat. We still have all the equipment block. We haven't really done anything with Tunic, though. Feels kind of weird. Okay, so this is just 3 free damage right now. We would go down to 4, but they eat this down to 12. We then throw 8, and we arsenal the wounded. I don't love arsenaling these attacks, but especially since we won't actually force out blocks by tossing one out. They're only going to be at 12, then we throw the I guess we want to throw the Wounded Bolt, to be fair. We want to present more damage. Or do we want the life? Alright, either way, this is happening. Just get that out of the way. Arsenaling Channel Lake would feel so good, but then our turn, it just does nothing. Was this Tunic for the Cold Snap? No, it wasn't Tunic, it just pitched the blue. It probably should have been Tunic, though. So this effectively blocks 3. It's about the same. Throw 8. Go to 4. Tunic Snap. Play CLF on their turn. Arsenal CLF. Yeah, I mean, ideally, that would have worked. Even just seeing the hand, I should have... This is just wrong anyway. I should have blocked with the Findles, because it was the same amount of life. Just keep the E-Strike. So if anything, just go 7. Arsenal CLF. That also would have been fine. Just from pitching the blue to begin with, which wasn't necessarily right with Tunic up. Bit of a tough spot here. I don't really want to trap one of those in Arsenal, but they are really good value, especially since I'll threaten lethal on the second one. I think that was the throw right at the end there. We'll just do this, toss the Wounded Bull, because this will present lethal on the next attack, so we just need to survive a 4-card hand. And we still have all this. I think it's okay. This means we probably should have used Amulet then, on the last time we had Fuse. Just because we were starting to lose the life to just be able to hold Fuse hands. Okay, they blocked with a real card. Well, that's pretty good. Alright, this buys us a lot of room. I'm okay with this. Yeah, can't block both because of Dominate. Yeah. Exactly. Payload has Dominate. Don't want to be card inefficient either on a situation like that, because the game's getting so tight. Especially since these really are huge value. They turn 2 cards into 8. They do. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Okay. Now this is coming in for 4. I guess it's time for us to just toss Peak. If we wanted to be really greedy about it, we just block with Tunic and a card, leave the Tunic floating for Iron Rot. That's pretty greedy. I don't want to do that. We could also just block with 2 cards, right? Could just block with 2 cards. Because what else are we doing with all these? That is a little card inefficient, though. Guess I don't really want to block with 2 because they do have another attack coming. So I'd rather block with 1 in here, and then just 1 card in the next attack. We'll do that. Oh, Tunic and Gauntlet? Well, I don't know. We can't really do anything with these cards. I would like to get rid of the cards. Just use them efficiently. Blue Throttle. Okay, not bad. Okay, so the most damage we could put in Arsenal would be the blue Ice Bolt, and we have Tunic to play it out. So I think we'll just do this. This does force our use of Tunic. Actually, maybe this was better to keep in Arsenal. Probably was. Because we have Amulet? Yeah, it probably was better to keep the Ice Journal then. Just for that last use of Amulet. Oh well. Oh well. We have potential here to just deal enough damage that they lose. Depends how they block. Because this is going to be 6 damage. We put the Ice Bolt here with Tunic. That's 6. Not counting whatever this is. They only have AB1. So it is still pretty scary. It should be pretty scary for them. Yeah, if they do that, they're likely dead. Depends if we draw another damage spell. Okay, they block with the payload. Cool. It's a good card to see gone. Put this there. Oh yeah. Alright, so we should just win, right? Let me just like make sure. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They can only block potentially 3 of that. Oh yeah, so we win now. Okay, GG's opponent. Oh, this is even more damage because it's 5, not 4. Okay. There we go. Jesus Christ. So many things to click. GG's opponent. GG's. Alright, we did it again. Well, I don't know about these games. Feels super messy. We are winning though. Because I guess that is just Storm Striders for you. That's 2-0. Thank you, opponent, for that game. I apologize for the delay. Okay. Probably play like 1 or 2 more. Dash. Or aggro, please. Sheesh! Another dash. Yo. Alright, let's play this one better. Let's play this one better. We're getting smarter. The brain is expanding. Alright, so we took out these. We took out the sinks. Also seems insane. I don't know about all the attacks, honestly. They didn't really do much last game, but that's that. Also, what was it? Minus Polar Blast was the other call. What was the other thing we dropped? Was it like... Was it 2 Amulet? I feel like these are pretty good, though. Even though we didn't use it, it seemed pretty good. They are non-blocks in this matchup, though, so maybe we do just keep the 1. Let's just try that. I think that's what I clicked last game. Alright, let's give it another go. What happens? What happens in game 2? Iyslander versus Dash. Small brain versus big brain. I'm the small brain, by the way. I expect the Dashes to know what's up. Even though this guy's a Dromai pilot. Just played the Dash game, GG. Oh, it was you, Andrew? Yeah, thank you for that. I need the practice. I appreciate it. Yeah, AB1, I mean, to be fair, I think that's what Aggro Dash takes. The weapon was the mistake. Yeah. Teklo Pistol would seem a lot better. I agree. Oh, wow, they're using this turn 0? That is so good for me. I'll take that. I will let that happen any day. Just getting damage out of them. They have to do more on this turn, because if that's all they do, that is just not played correctly. Sorry. Okay. This is fine. It's like net the same type of block. They load pistol, sure, and they shoot pistol. They don't shoot pistol, that's fine. Sweet. So our turn is just Scar. Oh, this is a little rough, actually. I can't necessarily play a second Scar. Well, I could play a second Scar, right? I just don't get to also Coronet Peak. So all we get to do is double Scar. That's fine. Double Scar. And then we'll Arsenal the Brain Freeze. Yeah, if they chopped even just like tiny bit of equipment. Ooh. Scar for Scar into Brain. I don't know. Because that forces me to keep the Scar for Scar in hand. Another 2 block. And that means I don't get to put anything in Arsenal to potentially activate Waning Moon. I don't think that's really better. Can I get the next one? You're on dash? Yeah, sure. Next time, keep the Polar Blast. You keep it for card draw. Oh, I mean, hey, it wasn't me who said take out Polar Blast. That was people in chat yelling about it. So they pitch a 0 to 60. Okay. So actually, Brain Freeze there would have worked. But now I can, in theory, save it for when I have an Amulet in play. Maybe. I think we might as well get the Blizzard out. Let's see what happens. Yo, thanks for subscribing there. The ping. Okay, did they... They did pay. Okay, that's when the window comes up. Alright. So now they do pay. That makes sense. Comes in for 6. There were 2 non-blocks there, so I'm not really quite sure what you're supposed to do with them. Like, maybe, you know, one can go to Coronet, I guess. Block like this. Unless Aether Hail matters in Arsenal? Probably doesn't. Or maybe we don't block this way. We block with just 1. Our turn becomes Amulet Coronet. Save Brain Freeze for when it can potentially trigger Amulet. That could work. Well, the next deck has Dominate, so probably do want to throw at least 1 card in front of this. It's pretty safe to just throw the Ice Bolt, should be. Card wasn't doing anything. I want Polar Blast and Arsenal all day. Yeah, that's what I would normally think. That card is pretty good. Okay, so they did have a Tekla-Core. Good to know. I guess. Just because it proves that we should have played Brain Freeze out. 5 Dominate. Yeah, let's go ahead and just use this to protect the life. They'll smack us with a pistol at the end here. Maybe another attack. But we're just going to drop Amulet. Oh, okay, here we go. What is it? Payload? Let's see it. Throttle? Okay. Well, we can't do anything about that anyway. That's the one amulet we had. So I definitely feel the non-block, how much that hurts, but it is just the one. We don't have to worry about drawing that again. Having it out here should let us slow down the game when we want to. We'll use it this game instead of last game, where it just sits there. Alright, so they start with a 0 cost, which is pretty correct for them. Do we still play out the brain freeze? I kind of feel like it. Just because we know that we want to cycle through the hypothermia this turn. Yes. Let's see what happens. Yo, says Drew. Hello. High speed impact, Teklo Pounder, throttle. Well, full hand of blues, so it's not that much damage this turn. They are just gonna probably drop the, I guess play high speed into Teklo Pounder. It's not that bad. Alright, so we want to put this in Arsenal. What that means is we can try to keep the Aether Ice Vein to throw at them, but at the same time we want to wait out their Teklo damage. So I guess we can just do this. Just block the 6. And then Coronet into their next turn because they're going to have the Teklo. Yeah, so it would have just been worth the gamble. It's not even that much of a gamble. Just play out the Brain Freeze last turn cycle. We put the Amulet in Arsenal instead, and it's 1 Frostbite tax. That would have been better. Okay, so they don't do anything this turn. So that means this is a blue throttle that they're putting in Arsenal. Interesting. That's not that valuable. I guess they're maybe hoping I return with an attack so they can crown it away. Could be the thought. Or they're afraid of fatigue, so they don't want to just throw like 2 damage little attack out for them to just boost a card away. That could also be it. But a 2 for 4 in Arsenal with Go again, I mean, that's okay. That is okay. Are you coming back to Michigan for any ProQuest? No. I live in New York now. It's pretty far away. Pretty far away. You can, yeah, you can hit T-Bone 0 to 60 and Teklo Core. Also BIOS update if they're playing it. So it's pretty relevant. It's true. I should have just slammed it on that first turn though. Playing it the way I did didn't really do anything. Okay, to play out Hypothermia means we don't actually cycle anything good into Arsenal. It also means our turn doesn't do much. So I guess we can just use Tunic. This is just going to be a brother's turn. Oh, I thought this was 7 for some reason. Oh, it's not. Oh, so that's not really relevant. All right, hold up. I should undo that. Sorry. Yeah, that's fine. Sure. Man, the difference between finding an early Insidious and not is pretty massive for this deck. Like, finding early Insidious, oh man. It would change the decision on keeping any of these fuse hands so much. There's the blue throttle. Okay, so now we'll just block with the brothers. There we go. And we can use this for Coronet. There it is. That's how you do it. Cool. Seems okay. Seems okay. They spark. Alright, spark does give us a window for Hypothermia. in turn. Well, all we do is peek, no matter what. Just try to keep denying them a full 5 cards with these items in play. That does seem pretty potent. That was the right kind of last turn to hopefully have a better 2-card play, though. I would have taken an attack there. Although maybe not. Well, I mean, Coronet into them having Teklo, it does deny them a card. They're still getting the free 2 resources. So it's not like you're denying a true 5-card play, because in theory this is still a yellow that they're going to have to work with, but... yeah, so that's a whole blue they lose. I'm okay with that. Okay, so now we could try to slam him with Hypothermia right now. I don't think there's a reason to. I think you always wait. This is actually quite a good hand here. So in theory, if Hypothermia stops the turn, then we actually get the Aether Ice Vein, and we can set up Insidious Chill. That seems pretty good. I think we'll take that. Yeah, if you can deny the value from the Teklos, that's exactly what happened last game. They played out all 3 Teklo Pounder, but every turn just was hit by some Insidious or Coronet or like something crazy to just disrupt them. So they're spreading out the Teklos, but if you spread out the Teklos, it's still relatively easy to manage, right? Because it's not like any of these turns have been that insane. And we're finally about to build into some true disruption. Sticking Insidious should be sweet. I don't know if the game will go long enough to get 3 triggers off, but just having it there. Having it there for like another Brain Freeze. Okay, let's play this out. So this probably does make them use Achilles. If I don't block with Coronet Peak, it pretty much becomes an Achilles turn for them. But I think if I do block with Coronet Peak, they maybe don't Achilles. So I should just block with Aether Hail and Coronet, I guess. Oh wait, oops. That's only 5. Oh yeah, that's true. Alright, so then if I block with 2 real cards... If I block with 2 real cards, then my turn is just Coronet Arsenal. So that means I wouldn't get to Aether Ice Vein, because I'm forced to block with 2 here. I think I still want to respect that. There's no way to just let this go. It's 3 free damage for no reason. Okay. Cool. So we'll tap him with Coronet again. I don't even know if this is right to keep, to be honest. Maybe it isn't. But out of the rest of that hand, the better target was maybe just the red Aether Ice Vein then. It doesn't provide instant speed interaction, but just having a red Aether Ice Vein is really strong. This might be just a little too slow. Okay, but we now have the option. We play it out into an Aether Ice Vein turn. That is the right pattern of play we were hoping for. Can we get through another big push out of them, though, is the question. No need to react right now. We'll let them think this is a mystery. Maybe you'll see me in Indy again? Yes, you will. I will be there. I will be there, at least. Okay, so out of all these as Arsenal targets, that kind of becomes the issue. None of them are great. Like, putting another Insidious starts to feel a little greedy. Like, there's no reason to do that. So I guess it becomes putting Frosting in Arsenal. But that's pretty weak as well. But at least it cycles out. Because we do need to keep something for the Aether Ice Vein to fuse off of. It's just none of these feel great. Second Insidious? Maybe it is just second Insidious, because That becomes like blowout type situation. If we ever get fuses off, the turns are just over. So I guess we do play for that. We should. So this comes in for 7. Or maybe we don't. Maybe we put the Aether Ice Vein in Arsenal now. Maybe that's what happens. We just block. We block with these. We play out the Insidious. We Arsenal the Aether Ice Vein into the next turn. That could be too slow. I really want to start throwing Aether Ice Veins now, though, because they don't have Teklo. So disrupting their hands becomes pretty real. Taking 7. That's a lot of damage. We'll wait on the Frostbite for just one more. Okay, so that's a blue. That's great. So it's a whole card they're spending just for 1 damage. I really appreciate that, opponent. I'm okay with this. At this point, they still have the 1 floating. So in the case that these are more 0 costs, maybe I should play out Insidious now. I don't know the right window on that. Like, what are you really waiting for? Because at this point, he knows it's not like a CLF or a Hypothermia. This just gives a Frostbite. This really means I don't block with anything else this turn, though. Wow, that's crazy. Their turn is so bad. That is lucky. That is really lucky. I don't think I'm really making the right choice this turn, but it is lucky to see that that's all they had. I appreciate that, opponent. Whew! Oh boy. Alright, we have a lot of room now. A lot of room. We've got our Tunic coming back up. We've got a second Insidious probably hitting play soon. All we've seen is we pitched 1 blue, we blocked with 1 red, we're playing 1 yellow, so we still have 1, 2, 3, 4 pretty relevant Aethers coming through, and 2 Brain Freezes. Okay, so that's on the Insidious. They pay a blue for the Insidious. Aether Ice Vein comes in. They take 3. Let's see what they do on the discard. They pay with another blue. Interesting. No reason to Amulet, I don't think. Well, they have the 1 floating, right? So if I Amulet, then... maybe it is right to Amulet, because I'm about to have double Insidious in play, so that's always going to tick down. So if I Amulet now, then this is like a basic double Insidious turn that I'm about to set up anyway. So I think I will do it. Because anything that does fuse is also another layer of disruption. So if I'm playing with double Insidious in play and an Amulet, plus whatever I'm playing to fuse, that's almost too much. Because I don't need to clear like 4 cards from hand. Clearing 3 should be good enough. So I think let's just get rid of this turn entirely. Give me complete room to play Insidious here. They discard a red T-Bone. Okay, that's pretty good. That was just a 0 for 3. They play out a Spark. It's a pretty good 1-card hand from them. We don't get a fuse in this hand. So what we can do is just... yeah, I guess play out Insidious. If we wanted to, then we could also... Tunic this for Moon. That doesn't seem super relevant. Leaves us with no arsenal, but our only arsenal card becomes one of these attacks. I think we have the room for that, though. To be fair. Let's just get these out. We have the room. This is bad, though. It's not a ton of disruption into them. So let's just gain the life. Throw a Wounded Bull in there. This becomes pretty scary again. Not like we had anything new disruptive to Arsenal, though. Yeah, would have loved to have anything else here. Any ice card. Alright. That does give him a pretty good opening to crown. But we were always going to throw some attack at some point, right? But it seems like they had a pretty big clumping of blues, so we can hope they're maybe just resource light. And then maybe we draw Blizzard. That could be decent. They also have Teklo, I guess. Alright, so it wasn't their Arsenal card. So they like whatever this is. Alright. This becomes a pretty big turn that we don't want to... Oh, actually... No, we need to clear out the Wounded Bull, right? So that has to be some pitch here, put Channel Lake in Arsenal. So we can block with 2. We can block with 2 cards. But then we're missing the Aether Ice Vein play. So I wonder if there's ever a reason to actually Storm Striders that out. I don't know if you make those kind of plays, honestly. I'm not sure. But if we did, that seems pretty devastating. Because then it's Aether Ice Vein, Tunic for Storm Striders, this pitch here, this reveal Insidious. Thinking. Tunic this here, Aether reveal. My turn is just Wounded Bull this, put Channel Lake in Arsenal. Try it for science? I'm like a little willing because what else do we do this turn? We kind of just eat shit. I'm not ready for that, I don't think. And they only have AB1, so I should be able to just win at some point anyway. Right? I think this is okay. We'll let it go. We'll let it go. Yeah, just mainly because they have AB1, so I don't need Storm Striders to do some insane play over their Arcane Barrier, because they only have the 1. So whenever I'm able to just pull together like the Emeritus Scolding or the Ice Bolt, like things like that with Tunic, like those will be big enough that I probably have enough room to kill. So let's just get this off into Wounded Bull, into CLF Arsenal. I think. I can Lake in response to Core again. Yeah, that's also true. I didn't even think about that, but yeah, I do have good response windows there. Seems pretty good. So they have banished, to note, double Pulse Wave Harpoon, a max velocity. They've played 2 pounders. They're pitching another Pulse Wave Harpoon right now. So that's nice. We don't really have to worry about that card. The worst is when playing as Viscerai and you have Runeblood Incantation out. Yep. Okay, so this turn did exactly what we hoped for. It dealt damage and just stopped everything they wanted to do. So off these 2 cards, we just eat it. And then we'll be able to return 8. Seems pretty good. Oh, wow, yeah. We made the right call, because this was about to be a high octane turn. No thank you. No thank you. Oh, wow. That's all they do? I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. We really took that away from you. Whew. Actually, I think in those situations when you have Wounded Bull and Fighting Spirit, it's probably better to put Wounded Bull out first, just in case there's like a 1 life differential. That means Fighting Spirit wouldn't heal or something. Because I think the 1 life gain is more important than the 1 damage dealt. I think. That's super minor though. Although we didn't know we'd draw that hand, so I guess in thinking about what we want to attack with, we'd rather the card that buys us a bit more survivability, in case their turn is just max damage and we have no disruption. That's also fair. Whew, these Iyslander games, man. And I still need to play way more with Azalea. I still suck at that deck. And I still suck at Iyslander. Thank goodness I don't suck at Levia. That's the other deck I have to play for this ProQuest thing. Whew. Okay, so we'll respond again. Well, we do have double ice. But I think we want to toss Hypothermia in there. So let's just get rid of the brothers right now. Well, actually, is that right? If we... Hold up. If we used Blizzard instead, then when we block with brothers, we'd have the 1 floating to make it a block 4. So... do we just get rid of this? And then our turn is just Wounded Bull without Hypothermia? That can't be right. That can't be right. No, I think we just pretend that we don't block this turn as well. So that we can Wounded Bull, make Channel Stick, and then Arsenal Hypothermia. And then we'll just use this on Ironhide. That's got to be what we do. Yeah, you should check out the Azalea stream from like 2 days ago. What did we go? Like 3-1 on that day? Also never having played Azalea before. And now we're maybe going 3-0 with Iyslander. Also like literally having 0 games with Iyslander. I've never played this hero. I've played her in draft, much different environment, and I definitely never drafted her correctly even once. I would always take damage spells, and it was always about blue spell. Like the blue ice base was the core of a draft deck. Pretty much everything else around that was secondary. And I would always prioritize the wrong thing. Definitely tripped me up. But we don't have to worry about that anymore. Okay, well, we definitely want to get value out of this floating, so I guess we just do that. These cards don't block anyway. Well, they block for 2, but we're never using them for that, are we? I feel like Iyslander's playstyle is very Prism-esque. Wait and see, then just jam! Yeah, I don't know. Did Prism players swap the Iyslander? That would almost make sense, because Iyslander wasn't playable with Prism around. Then once Prism was gone, what did those players flock to? Maybe it was Iyslander, because there's definitely Iyslander players out there. They came from somewhere. They weren't all living in Antarctica. Uh-oh. Game's glitching. Alright, yes, I'll take it. Yeah, the Stormstarter's play is looking like it nearly won the game. I definitely agree. The game has totally flipped here. Totally flipped. It's crazy. We've almost never cast Waning Moon this game. It has just not happened. Just hasn't come up. I think last game I used it a lot. It's just the hands play very differently. It's not like I'm really planning for one thing or the other. If you catch that glitch on screen again, can you hit report bug? Yeah, I could. That thing has happened before with Levia specifically. I forget who I was playing against. Someone of note. And our game... Oh, it was Charles, the guy with dreads and... Oh no, what's his name? It's not Charles. James Silver is his name. And we were playing a best of 3. And in our last game... Levia versus Dromai, the entire client just bugged out. Everything was like that. It was completely locked up. So I've caught those before, but normally they're game breaking. That one wasn't so bad. Oh yeah, let's do it. This is just dirty. They're only shooting Teklo And we even get to block with finals, and we love it. That's mean. That's so mean. Oh, they're not shooting, they're loading. Oh, okay, they are just shooting. Oh boy. This is mean. This is a little mean. Okay. Yeah, this is a bit nuts. Bit nuts. GG, should be, yeah. Alright, I do have to go back to work after this. My break is 1 to 3. That's the deal. I take an extra hour for lunch. But it has to be condensed to just a 2-hour stream. Can't hang out. I got work to do, man. Gotta make money so I can keep traveling for Fab. Keep affording Scar for Scars. You know how it is. Oh, check this out. I actually saw this on Twitter. Someone manually went in and cropped every single card. So you see these squares no longer have the bar across the bottom. That's really nice. It's the first time I noticed that. They do look good. Well done. Well done. Whoever did that. Oh boy. Losing double red throttle there. We're about to smack him with the Waning Moon as well. They just eat that damage. Uh-oh. It was Atasis. Alright, shout out to Atasis. They did an amazing job. Look at that hypothermia. That looks so good. Because all these frames are contoured at the bottom as well. They're all unique. So that's like no easy feat to go through and fix them all. Well done. Okay, so we just win, right? That is GG, right? GG. Dang. Woo! Lord! Alright, that's 3-0 with the clunkiest Iyslander pilot you've ever seen. This is good, though. I really needed practice. Because I have that ProQuest Gauntlet series coming up this weekend that I have to record. So, can't look like a fool for that. Definitely need more games. So I think I'll probably stream like one more time on Friday. Maybe a bit longer. We'll see. But it definitely will be Azalea and Iyslander. Those are the 2 decks I need to get more reps on. But hey, it's been cool. Hopefully this time frame works. I know a lot of people watch the stream at work. So that was kind of the idea here. If I can take off a bit in the middle of the day consistently, then that works for everybody. So we'll see if Monday, Wednesday, Friday works out. It's kind of the goal. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. It's actually perfect, says Pentragarth. All right, then for you, I'll keep with it. But for today, signing off. Thanks, everybody.